This video contains spoilers. You've been warned. Now we know. Black Panther 2. T'Challa's death gets directly addressed in new scenes. Next, Emilia Clarke has shared her happiness about joining the MCU. Marvel has cast the first Israeli superhero ever. And if you want to know what else we've got in store for you, you better keep watching. Let's go. First up, Black Panther 2. T'Challa's death gets directly addressed in new scenes. Anyone who was lucky enough to be able to go to D23 might have been one of the few who got to see an extended trailer of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which revealed how the upcoming movie will deal with the death of T'Challa. Ryan Coogler appeared on stage to show us another glimpse of the highly anticipated movie. The new trailer showed off Queen Ramonda, portrayed by Angela Bassett, arriving at the United Nations with a group of men who pushed down their microphones to highlight the Queen's presence. The representatives want the Queen to start trading vibranium, if only for the sake of international security. But the Queen won't allow it, not because of the dangers of vibranium, but of the people holding it. You perform civility here, but we know what you whisper in your halls of leadership and in your military facilities. The king is dead. The Black Panther is gone. They have lost their protector. And as it turns out, they have already tried to take it by force and failed. More shots of the previous trailer are shown, and the trailer ends with explosions on a bridge and a look at the new Black Panther, with the final line, "Show them who we are." It's clear that they made the loss of T'Challa an integral part of the story, and how could it be any different when the absence of Chadwick Boseman is still felt as well? Next up, Emilia Clarke shares happiness about joining the MCU. Another very highly anticipated project that has everyone in a frenzy is Secret Invasion, the first project to be released in Marvel Studios' Phase 5 slate coming up in 2023, and fans were given an exciting first look, which included the lovely Emilia Clarke. Much of the Secret Invasion's plot is still under tight wraps, and it's still unclear what role Clarke will have exactly. Some reports and rumors theorize that it must be none other than the Skull Gia, a skull who ends up turning their coat and assisting the people of Earth in surviving the invasion of malicious shapeshifters. And now the newcomer has officially been shown to the world as well. The actress couldn't hold her excitement in any longer, even putting the names of her co-stars in all caps, just in case we didn't realize just how starstruck Clarke is to have the honor of working with the likes of Samuel L. Jackson, Ben Mendelsohn, and Olivia Colman. Clarke seems wildly enthusiastic about having been let into the big Marvel family, and finally seeing her on the big screen for Secret Invasion certainly gave fans enough to fangirl about just as much as the actress herself. Even if it was only for a few moments, what role do you think Clarke will be playing in Secret Invasion? Following, Marvel Studios has cast the first Israeli superhero ever. It was confirmed in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier that Sam Wilson, portrayed by the amazing Anthony Mackie, is the one and only Captain America, which means he'll now need a movie of his own, bringing the total of Captain America movies to 4. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige announced the new Captain America movie, Captain America New World Order, at 2022's San Diego Comic-Con, but as it's not set to be released until at least the 3rd of May 2024, really nothing is known about it except that it's a Captain America movie. However, a few names have been added to the list, which includes Tim Blake Nelson, who will portray the leader, and Carl Lumbly will be back to reprise his role as Isaiah Bradley. And now it seems like Marvel has decided to write history with its casting choices. According to Boys Kit from The Hollywood Reporter, the stunning Israeli actress Shira Haas has been tapped to star in Captain America New World Order as the superhero Sabra. Sabra, whose real name is Ruth Bat-Saraf, is a mutant who has some history with the Hulk, fighting him on more than one occasion, and a close relationship with Charles Xavier. If this is true, Haas will be the first Israeli superhero to be represented in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Isn't that exciting? Alright, next up, there's a new logo for Ironheart, and it was revealed at D23. We have a confirmation on what's up with the Avengers, and we know where Jimmy Woo will show up next. Want to know more? Make sure to keep watching until the end to make sure you're all up to speed. First up, the first footage of Ironheart revealed at the D23 Expo 2022. Seems like Marvel Studios has decided to take Ironheart a little literal. During the D23 Expo, fans were given a first look at the new logo for the upcoming series that will center around Riri Williams, portrayed by the lovely Dominique Thorne. Riri Williams is a relatively new character who who only made her debut in the Marvel Comics in 2016 and is a child prodigy. In the comics, she's known to be a huge Tony Stark fan, otherwise known as Iron Man. And despite the fact that she's reasonably new, expectations are high. The new logo for the upcoming series shows a very fitting backdrop of a heart that seems suspiciously like it was forged by hand. What are your thoughts on the new logo? Ironheart isn't set to be released for at least another year, as it's scheduled to be released in late 2023, but we won't have to wait that long to see Thorne debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as our Riri Williams. She will make an appearance as Ironheart in Black Panther Wakanda Forever when it comes out in November 2022. Not much is known yet about how big Riri's role will be in Wakanda Forever, but in the trailer that was released last year, we should see her forging her armor in a scene that was somewhat reminiscent of Tony building his own first Iron Man. Do you think Riri will play a big role in the new Black Panther movie? Next, the status of the Avengers confirmed by Kevin Feige. It's true, the Avengers have officially dissembled. Even though Avengers Endgame made it pretty clear that it would be the end of the road for some of our most beloved superheroes, it's still helpful to hear the words out loud, because as long as it's not confirmed, anything could happen, right? Well, Kevin Feige has put us out of our misery during the Marvel portion of the Lucasfilm 20th Century Marvel Studios showcase, and explained that the Avengers are no more, and why. Obviously, things have changed quite a bit since the MCU first started. For one, the MCU has been growing exponentially, and not showing any signs of slowing down either. The amount of Marvel movies that have come out in recent years has been ramped up, and it's just not realistic to make a new Avengers movie every 10 months. It was time for the Avengers to do other things with their lives, like have children, or simply retire if only because they very much deserved it. And now that the Avengers are no more, that leaves the perfect space for the Thunderbirds to step in. And as for the term, Avengers, it's possible the name will be given to any new team that steps up to the plate, or to signal that the end of a saga has arrived. Either way, the Avengers as we know them are not coming back. And now, Disney confirms where we'll see WandaVision's Jimmy Woo next. One of the fun things about the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the fact that it's full of sidekick characters that you just can't help but love. But there aren't many characters that are loved as much as Jimmy Woo. CIA agent, friend, magician, this man knows the way to our hearts. The MCU hasn't been the same since Randall Park's Woo made his first appearance in Ant-Man and the Wasp. But WandaVision turned Woo from a cult classic into a fan favorite, which is exactly why fans will be happy to hear that it was confirmed that Park will return to reprise his role as Jimmy Woo in the sequel of Ant-Man and the Wasp during the panel of Marvel Studios segment at D23. An exclusive trailer was presented at the event, which showed Kang, portrayed by Jonathan Majors, and revealed what the plot of the upcoming movie will be. But at the beginning of the clip was a moment where Scott Lang is having lunch with our dear Woo, definitely confirming that Woo will be in the Ant-Man sequel. Even though we were kind of expecting the news, it's still a welcome confirmation. Are you ready for Ant-Man and the Wasp? And that's all we've got for now. Do you think they made the best decision by incorporating the passing of Chadwick Boseman, or should they have done something different? Let us know in the comments what you think, and thanks for watching.